What is a Monopoly? Monopoly is a multiplayer economics-themed board game. In the game, players roll 2 dice to move around the game board, buying and trading properties and developing them with houses and hotels. Players collect rent from their opponents and aim to drive them into bankruptcy.
Hey, maybe you want to read the question again?
Wait, what?
What is a monopoly?
Wait, but we did all this important research.
So how can we make this work?
Wait, the game is owned by Hasbro. What else do they make? Oh my god! This thing's a monopoly in itself!
Well, is it actually a monopoly, though? What is a monopoly?
I don't know, I only looked up the board game! Okay, Sam, you're taking over. What? You're giving me a time limit? Yes, we already spent too much time on the board game. Well, according to Investopedia, a monopoly is a market structure where one seller or products is the sole supplier of a good or service in a market. Okay, dumb it down for me, would ya? Basically, the person selling the product also owns all of the other things it takes to make that product. So let's think of a cell phone. Okay, so in order for the cell phone company to have a monopoly, they would need to own the manufacturers that make the screen, they own the batteries in it, they own the metal that they use. Every process that it takes to make that phone is owned by the same company. They all own that. So Hasbro isn't a monopoly? Dang it, thought we were onto something.
Well, that's a little embarrassing. What is a modern-day monopoly, then?
Well, AEP is as close to a monopoly as you can get. They've been raising their fixed rates in order to make solar energy efficient power options less valuable. Most people will think, if it won't help lower the price, why use it? Yeah, that's definitely not ideal, but what's the actual harm done here? Well, according to my extremely scientific research, Google, monopolies are bad because they control the market in which they do business, meaning that they have no competitors. When a company has no competitors, consumers have no choice but to buy from the monopoly. The company has no check on its power to raise prices or lower the quality of its own products or service. So the only person it benefits is the person running it? Basically, yeah. You mentioned it was illegal. Why? According to some more extremely scientific research, Standard Oil Co. of New Jersey versus United States was a Supreme Court case that tested the strength of the Sherman Antitrust Act of 1890. The court ruled in favor of the United States and held that the business combination was illegal when it was engaged in unreasonable restraint to trade. This resulted in the breakup of the Standard Oil into separate companies, all in competition with one another, effectively lowering prices. Well, that makes sense.